months and months of music, I'm going to talk about how you can play a song called Meanwhile Back at Mama's by Tim McGraw. And we end up cabling this on 6th fret to kind of match the recording. We'll walk through a couple things and reposition just in case you don't have a capo. We'll start on a C major chord. We'll play C major. First finger goes to B on the 1st fret, second finger on the D string 2nd fret, third finger on the A string 3rd fret. And if you strum the A string to the high E string, that sounds a C major chord and it sounds really, really happy. Now on C's in general though, you want to think about lifting off the 1st finger and making that as a C major 7. Or you could add in the pinky on the B string 3rd and make it C major 9 and kind of say some things around those chords. And we hear this cool little melody around that C on the intro where you could play the open E, and then 1st fret on the high E, 3rd fret on the high E, 1st fret on the high E, and then open E. So you want to kind of follow that line too around the chord. Actually, kind of C, F, G, F, E, and then from there, then we'd be going to an A minor chord. When we play A minor, first finger goes to the B on the 1st fret, second finger on the D 2nd fret, third finger on the G string 2nd fret. And if you strum all those together, that sounds an A minor chord. And it sounds really, really sad. Now you may also want to think about lifting off the 1st finger and making that an A suspended 2nd, or you could add in the pinky on the B string 3rd for an A suspended chord, kind of say some things around the A minor. And you'll hear this cool little melody there where you could start out almost on the A sus2 and do a hammer-on with the 1st finger into the A minor chord. And then we play an open G, which actually altogether on that would make that an A minor 7 chord, which you would kind of consider that too. And that main melody there, you got kind of the open to 1st hammer on the B, open G, 3rd fret on the B, open E, 3rd fret on the B, and then 1st fret on the B. So you want to kind of work that around that chord too. That'd be kind of cool around the A minor. And then from the A minor, we'd be going to an F major chord. When we play F major, we'll talk about the easy way to play this, but normally you do it as a 1st fret bar, a 2nd finger on the G 2nd fret, 3rd finger on the A 3rd fret, and the pinky on the D string 3rd fret. And if you strum all those together, it sounds an F major chord and it sounds really, really happy. Now, if you're just starting out, a good substitute for that would be an F major 7. And when you play F major 7, first finger goes to the B on the 1st fret, second finger on the G 2nd fret, third finger on the D string 3rd fret. And if you strum the D string to the high E string, it sounds an F major 7 and it sounds really, really happy. Now the melody through that part almost kind of sounds like you'd be doing the open G string though, and the open D, and then the open G, more open G, more open D, more open G. So if you wanted to, for the F, you could even just hold down that 1st fret on the low E string. Kind of work the melody around that. It's a little bit ambient, doesn't sound quite like the F. It kind of depends on whether your ears kind of fall on the lead line or the rhythm guitar part, I think. As to whether that would sound good to you. And then from the F, we'd be going to a G major chord. When we play G major, first finger goes to A on the 2nd fret, second finger on the low E 3rd fret, third finger on the high E 3rd fret. And if you strum all those together, that sounds a G major chord and it sounds really happy. Now you may also want to think about putting the 3rd finger on the B 3rd, pinky on the high E 3rd, kind of working that for your G. And it's almost that same melody actually. You kind of bring out the G string, D string, you want to kind of play around with those licks around the chords, kind of that C, 1, 3, 1, O, A minor, O, 3, O, 3, 1, O, 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 G with the O, O, G. Kind of playing around with that. Or you may want to fill that time with a strum pattern. And you could work just kind of a down idea, kind of C, do, 3, 4, kind of working an 8 down count on each chord. I'm adding a little bit of muting to that to make that a little sneaky. A minor, F. I'm kind of taking the flat of my right hand and kind of laying it down on the saddle just a little bit, kind of mute the strings a little bit. Or one of my favorite strum patterns for a 4/4 like this is down, down, up, down, up. So we took the C and tried that a lot. You'd have down, down, up, down, up, down, down, up, down, up, down, down, up, down, up. So we tried that through our intro verse progression. We had the C, repeating that for our verse and then going into a quick pre-chorus that only happens once in the tune, where we kind of go back to our F chord, another F, then we go back to G, another G, then we go back to F, another F, and then we kind of do a big hit on our G, and then we go into our chorus progression, which is the same thing as our intro and our verse. Now the weird part is, to play along with Tim McGraw, instead of starting on a C major chord, he's actually starting on a G flat major chord. So to play along with the recording, what you want to do is take a capo, and if you put the capo on 6th fret, then now your C is really a G flat major, and your A minor is really an E flat minor, and your F is really a B major chord, and your G major is really a D flat major chord. But to take it from the very beginning, you may want to kind of just follow just those melody notes around the chord. Kind of 1, 3, 1, A minor, and kind of working it that way. Or you could work the strumming, kind of C, A minor, A minor, F, G, G. Or if you kind of dig it on the down, down, up, down, you could work it that way, kind of C, C, A minor, one other thing I think about adding to the song, though, is bass notes. And a lot of times on that first down, of the down, down, up, down, up, you throw in a bass note for the chord. So on the C, you'd have the A for the bass. On the A minor, you'd have the A for the bass. On the F bar, you'd have low E for the bass. On the F major 7, you'd have D for the bass. On the G, you'd have low E for the bass. Follow that way. So we tried that first verse with the bass down, up, down, up. We'd have the C. Tried that with a bass down, up, down, up. We have the F, G, G, F, big G, before we go into our first chorus. And we're kind of back into our main progression. Kind of C, C, A minor, be repeating that progression through the rest of the song. Now, one other thing that you may want to try is doing this as a fingerstyle idea. And if you're kind of interested in that, basically your thumb becomes your bass player. And then you could kind of line up your fingers, index on the G string, middle finger on the B string, ring finger on the high E string. And one really easy arpeggio to kind of start off with would be just thumb, index, middle, ring. So I'm kind of going A string, G string, B string, E string, kind of going thumb, index, middle, ring. That twice, that would kind of fill up the same amount of time as our down, down, up, down, up. So we tried that through that next intro. Actually, we have kind of this intro return. We have the C, C, A minor, A minor, F, G, G. And then from there, then we'd be going into to our next verse. Now another fingerstyle pattern that might be kind of cool, and actually one of my favorites actually for a lot of fingerstyle guitar, is thumb, middle, index, ring, and then middle, index, middle. So this is a little weird. I'm going A, B, G, E, B, G, B. Thumb, middle, index, ring, middle, index, middle. So thumb, middle, index, ring, middle, index, middle. So we kind of tried that through that second verse. We'd have the C, C, A minor, A minor, F, F, and then there's kind of a big stop time on a G chord, and you may want to just kind of do thumb, index, middle, ring, almost kind of an all-together thing or a roll idea, kind of from the bass to the treble. So that might be kind of cool for the stop times. And then we'll be going back into our chorus parts. Kind of our C, C, between those two ideas. So you might want to kind of mix it up between those ideas. Or one other idea, especially on the instrumental breaks, is you may want to throw in bass notes for the licks that we were talking about for our intro. So kind of that third fret on the A string bass note with the open E. For that open E to kind of start it off, kind of the 3 and open, 1, 3, 1, oh, and then the open A for the hammer-on idea, open G, 3, oh, 3, 1, and then using that first fret on the low E bass note for the F, kind of for the open G, open D idea. So it might be kind of cool to kind of throw in some basses for that too. Basically be repeating that verse chorus idea through the rest of the tune. And at the very end, I know Tim does kind of big stop time on the G. I think I played big C just to make people clap. But that's the basics of how you could strum through Meanwhile Back at Mama's by Tim McGraw. So good luck.